Have you ever lost somebody dear to you to a death or fatality? All family members and friends will experience a person's death differently. Grief is a natural response when close friends or a loved one passes. There is no right or wrong way to experience grief. Coping with grief leads most to stay connected. Some seek spiritual support and guidance from spiritual leaders, while others attend support groups or grief counseling. This article is to discuss the grieving person and the normal response one might feel from a major loss. The dictionary defines grief as deep sorrow, especially caused by someone's death. There is also anticipatory grief. Anticipatory grief is derived from many factors. Intense emotions are at play because you know the death is inevitable and this affects one's daily life. Terminal illness, an aging parent or aging pet are an anticipated major loss. Experiencing grief in these scenarios are an inevitable part of your loved one's life coming to an end. Prolonged illness for the patient as well as the family affects the mental health of all who anticipate death. The loss, grief, and range of emotions supporting a loved one who is facing death is powerful, painful, and stressful. The anticipated death of a loved one is a double whammy as you are seeking support to keep them comfortable knowing the loss of a loved and cherished family member will be felt during the process and again with friends and family once your loved one is gone. There are 5 stages of grief laid out by Elisabeth Kubler-Ross. Elisabeth Kubler-Ross, who is infamous for her discoveries on death and dying, discusses the 5 stages of the grief experience as denial and isolation, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. For people who are facing death, as well as friends and loved ones left behind, the feelings of grief will be through stages. The grieving process can last for several months up to several years. The 5 stages of grief do not necessarily fall in order. As life continues, after a loved one passes, the emotions that accompany grief will vary. Most will move in and out of the 5 stages at different times. Eternally Loved helps celebrate your loved one. We hope you continue reading our article, and at any time, know we understand and are available if our services are needed. Eternally Loved is dedicated to making the process of celebrating your loved one's life easy. We plan special events to honor the life lost. Please do not hesitate to call us to help you through this time.